Okay, student. Now see the continuous lesson. Yesterday we saw that sixth unit, the accidental tourist. Prose. It was written by Bill Berison. Already I told you the full name of Bill Berison is William McHugh Berison. It is a very important student. That's why I'm again and again recalling you. Okay, yesterday we saw that the author is not good at his work doing in a good manner because he always do the work very difficulty compared to others. His work was always very difficult because others are doing the work easily, but according to the author, he was doing the work. It was always ended up with in a wrong way. So he gives some examples also here. While he went to the cinema, that time he was find out the lavatory. Lavatory is nothing. Already I told you it is the restroom. While he find out in the restroom in the theater, he was caught in the hall. Hall is nothing between the two buildings or passage. It means he wrongly was locked in the self-locking door. And also the another example is while he was staying in the hotel, that time he went out to do some personal work, again returned to the hotel two or three times a day, a single day he was asked to the receptionist about what is the room number is, because he was easily confused to do the work. It is the second example. And the third one is the he was thinking they are planned to go to the family trip. It means family is nothing, it's the whole family as a family. Actually it was the Easter day. Easter day is nothing, the Christians are celebrating the day in the while they are functioning, the day is the called Easter. And the family members are flying to England for a week. Actually they plan to go to England for a week. Okay, now continue the lesson. When we arrived at Langol Airport in Boston and were checking in, I suddenly remembered that I had recently joined British Airways frequent flyer program. So while the family members are arrived in a Langon Airport, Langon Airport is nothing name of the airport. Then the airport is located in the Boston. So okay, and we are checking in. While they enter into the Boston in the Langon Airport, at the time the in the airport they are checking the passengers. I suddenly remembered that I had recently joined British Airways frequent flyer program. At that moment, the author remembered, just recall that he was recently, just for now, recently he was joined in the British Airways frequent flyer program. It means it's nothing. While we are oftenly the questions is that the passengers are traveling in the airport, the flight. The airport is planned to give some cards, like the card is like the yellow card, bronze and gold and silver. It's called the uh, program flying card. So it was normally given to everyone. So now he recalled about, because he was joined in the flying program in the quad. So now he recalled he only recently joined in the quad also. So he saw that quad means they won't check anything, because he was all frequently flying in the airport. That's why he is just remember that. I also remembered that I had put the card in a carry-on bag. So now the author recall that the card is in his carry bag, in his while he is carrying a bag. So he kept the cord in his bag. So now he recalled about that. That was hanging. The bag was hanging around my neck. My neck refers to the author's neck. So actually the cord was hanging to the author's neck. And here's where the trouble started. Now only the trouble is going to start, because he is going to search the cord. The cord is actually kept in his bag. The bag is in his it was hanging in his neck. So he going to search the cord. So here the trouble is going to start to the author, because it's the third example. Already he told two examples. One is while he was searching the lavatory in the cinema, he was locking in the self-locking door is the first example. Second one is He was staying in the hostel. He was staying in the hotel. After he went to the personal work for outside, just searching, he came to the room. He forgot that what is the room number. He simply asked to the receptionist what is the room number is. A day. It's a second example. Now third example is while he planned to go to the trip to the England for a week with their family members. While he going to the Langon airport, it was located in Boston. He was checking in at that moment. Actually, the passengers going to check the. It was normally checking in the airport. That time he recently just remembered that he was joined in the frequent flyer program also. But now he is going to search the card. The card is kept in his bag. The bag is hanging around his neck. So here only the problem started. Now see what the problem is going to face in the situation. The zip on the bag was jammed. Actually, while opening the bag zip was actually jammed. Jammed is nothing. The bag it was stuck. So he can't able to open the bag. Okay. So I pulled on it and yanked at it with grunts and frowns and increasing the concentration. So now the author is pulled on it is nothing, just pushed the bag to open it. So he can't able to open the bag and yanked is nothing. Yanked means pulled with a jerky. So pulled very fastly because showed full strength to open the bag, but with groans making sounds because while we are doing the some hard works, that time normally the agriculture while they are working in the field, the farmers are doing the like that. They make some sounds like that. He's going to open the bag, but actually the bag zip was jammed. So he pushed it very fastly, showing full strength to open it, but with while opening the bag, making some groans and the frowns was increasing. It was increased to open it. So the concentration is nothing with a worryly because he want to be open the bag, so making so much of worry to open it. So making strength, use all strength to open it. I kept this up for some time, some minute, but it wouldn't budge. So I pulled harder and harder with more guns. So now the author doing this like for some minutes. Some minutes means using so much, takes so much of time to open it. But the bag wouldn't budge. Budge is nothing. Wouldn't be give way. Like wouldn't open it. So the author pulled harder, use full strength, make more harder and harder, very much harder, with more groans, making more sounds and using that open it. Well, you can guess what happened. Okay, now you can guess. Just he asked to everyone. Well, for the readers, now you can guess what is happened while opening it. Because we can't able to open it. If you use very harder means what happened? Just think yourself. Abruptly, the zip gave way. So abruptly is nothing. Suddenly, the zip gave way. The zip opened. The side of the bag flew open, and everything within, newspaper cuttings and other newspapers, a 14 ounce tin of pipe tobacco, magazines, passport, English money, film were extravagantly ejected over an area about the size of the tennis court. Okay, finally, suddenly the zip opened. The side of the bag flew open. So the bag side was open and everything within. So he kept so many things in the bag. So everything in the bag. What is the kept in the bag means it was newspaper cuttings because it is important to him. So he kept some newspaper cuttings and other newspapers nothing is other waste papers. So important papers according to him, it was very important to him. It's called the newspapers. a 14-ounce tin of pipe tobacco. So 14 ounce is nothing, a variety of 14 things. It was joined in a tin. It's called the 14 ounce. Like we call the dozen. Dozen refers to 12 things called the joined the make the one dozen. Like that 14 ounce in tin. It was joined in a tobacco 5 magazines, what passport, film money, sorry, English money, film, or exavently is nothing, so excuses. Ejector is nothing, just jumped over an area, so it was fell down on the in the airport, in the floor, so on the floor. Actually the things were so now the bag was open, so in the bag he was kept so many things, like the newspaper cuttings, other newspapers, and the 14 ounce of ton, 14 ounce tin is nothing, 14 items were joined in a tin, like it was the pipe tobacco, magazines, passport, English money, film, was extravagantly, some other things are kept in the tin. So it was fell on the floor, so it was jumped, so the things were while fell down, it was jumped over an area, so it was jumping over an area of about the size of a tennis court. So he called, just you think yourself how much the tennis court is located, like that the things also spread in the area like that tennis court measurement, area like that. Okay, now see that I watched Drumstruck as 100 careful short documents came raining down in a flittery cascade, coins bounced to a variety of noise, abundance, and the now lidless tin of tobacco rolled gracefully across the concourse, discussing its contents as it went. Now the author watched the things. It was fell on the floor. While he was watching that, he was surprisingly dumbstruck. Is nothing. Can't hear anything, any matters or anything. He can't speak anything. He was surprisingly watching as 100 careful short documents. So 100 variety of careful things came raining, like it was fell down, like it compared to the raining, while rain is falling down like that, the things were uh, fell like raining in a flittery cascade. Flittery is nothing, the boats are flittering refers to the, it means the boat are flying like that, the documents, the things were flying like a cascade. Cascade is nothing, it's called the waterfall. The while raining is fell down like waterfall, like that the things also fell down and flying like a cascade, and also the things were spread over the area of how much tennis court was courted place, like that the things were spreaded in the like tennis court size. Coins bounced, so coins bounced is nothing, he was kept some coins in his bag also, it was jumping to, it makes the coins makes a variety of noise, and also the coins make some noise, it was in variety ways, because the coins make some different voice sound, and also the things are, because he kept 100 documents, so every documents, everything's making some other noises like that. So here he mentioned a variety of noise. So here, so oblivious is nothing, to hear. The now lidless. He can hear 100 variety of, so sorry, you can hear variety of noise. You can hear. And now lidless tin is nothing, without cap of the tin of tobacco rolled gracefully across the concourse, disclosing its contents as it went. And also he saw that the tin of tobacco, yeah, he kept some tobacco also, the tobacco he can't, the tin was, the lid was opened, so the tin of tobacco cap was open, so and it was rolling, so lidless is nothing, without cap, without lid, so the tobacco tin, the tin of tobacco was rolled gradually. Gradually is nothing, normally we called, um, actually crassly is nothing, madly, like that, but here he given everywhere like rolled. The grassly was rolling. Grassly is nothing, it was rolling in everywhere like up and down like that. It was going everywhere across the concourse. So now it was went into the concourse is nothing, is the center part of the airport. Now see the concourse is nothing, the open center area in a large public building. So here it refers to the airport. Disgorging is nothing, discharging it means came out. So in the center part of the airport, the things was came out. Its contents as it went. So what are the contents are in that bag? It was went out into the center part of the airport, and also it spread the over the size of tennis court. Now see that bag here. So the bag here kept so much of things like that he mentioned here. I think you can understand this one student. Okay, now see. My tobacco, I cried in horror, thinking what I would have to pay for that much tobacco in England, now that another birch had come and gone, and then changed the cry to my finger, as I discovered that I had gassed my finger on the zip and was shedding blood in a lavish manner. Shedding blood in a lavish manner. While he watching that things were spread in the, it was fell on the floor. At that moment suddenly he was called because the tobacco was he was cried because the tobacco was lidless. It was he don't the cap was open. So now he cried, oh, we are, I am going to miss the author is going to miss the tobacco. So he called surprisingly, my tobacco. He cried in horror, very fearfully, thinking what would have to pay for that much tobacco in England. And also he think why he was crying like that means he want to buy the tobacco means in the England. He how much going to spend the money like that he think yourself. And also while he going to the tour that time they plan to what are the things want to buy, how much money we want to, they had some budget like that. In the tobacco in the England, he measured the tobacco means he want to going to put another budget. So he think himself. So he cried just tobacco had gone and gone. It means it's nothing in his mind. It was thinking and it was gone. And the changed the cry to my finger. So finally first he cried my tobacco because he think himself he want to be again going to buy tobacco in the England means he want to make one more budget like that he think. So the thinking is came and then it was gone. And then that crying sound was going to change because my finger my now he called cried my finger because he discovered, he find out that he had gassed my finger. So gassed is nothing, cut deeply, it means the gas. Now see in the glossary, gassed is the cut deeply. So now he his finger also cutted. My finger on the zip and was shedding blood in a lavish manner. So he find out his finger was cut in the between of the zip. Cut deeply. So the blooding was shedding in his hand. So now he was called my finger. So and also the blood in a lavish manner. Lavish manner is nothing. The blood was shedding very lavishly, high, huge. It's called lavish. Okay, student. Now I think I understood the lesson. We can continue the lesson next class. Thank you.